Hello, everybody. Yeah, I just got back from beautiful Aotearoa, New Zealand, a nation that bravely asks the question, what if everybody dressed like a Brooklyn lesbian? It was phenomenal. It fit right in. I've never seen so many bucket hats, you guys. The main two looks in New Zealand are, as I've said, Brooklyn lesbian or Wallace and Gromit character. And if you're lucky, both. Which is what I was bringing to the table while I was down there. I was down there for about 6 months last year. It was fantastic. One of the reasons I went is because I needed a break from the city. And this is how I knew I needed a break from the city. I've been here for 10 years. I needed just a little bit of elbow room. There are more people in the 5 boroughs than there are in the entire country of New Zealand. So it was nice. But this is how I knew I needed a break. And this is how I knew I needed a break. I was on my way to a show. Right. I was on my way to a show, and I got shot by a BB gun. Still scary though. Not as, but still. I heard the car slow down, and I was like, oh no, this is it. I had the window go down, and then I heard the world's smallest 2 mosquito bites hit my shoulder. And this is how I knew I needed a break. Because the first thought that I had was, well, if you're gonna shoot me, fucking shoot me. What is this baby's first drive-by? Fisher-Price-ass gang violence. So I flew away. And now I'm a little bit more sane, hopefully. But it's great to be back here. Been doing a lot of thinking lately. Any thinkers in the house tonight? Overthinkers. Do you never underthink, you only overthink?
I underachieve and overthink.
Same, brother. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if only the scales were in reverse. I don't know what to tell you. Here's a thought. If Apple doesn't want me to eat my AirPods, why do they look like Japanese candies? I want to know what a podcast tastes like. White meat. Here's another one. No one ever describes someone as a complicated man if they're a good person. It's never like, oh, he's nice and kind. What's going on? He's sweet and he plays the piano. I'm confused. So it's like, oh, well, we just ignore that. Anyway, here's a quick impression. This is a man who is about to lose an argument. Yeah, I've been pretty cool about this whole thing so far. Here's another thought. I think that people with vaginas are smarter than people with penises because people with vaginas have more access to post-nut clarity. Because, if you have a wing-wang, you're probably getting maybe 5 good ideas a day to push yourself. And by the end, you're like, this is a third of idea, and man, I'm hinted. But if you have a bazinga, you can just ride that level of transcendental enlightenment that will make you understand that you can just leave him. I really got into thinking during 2020. Lots of opportunity for thought there. If you didn't come out of 2020 more depressed, anxious, and gay, I can't help you. You gotta go back and do it again. You are Bill Murray finding out you're an anxious queer person is your Groundhog Day. But I really got into thinking that, it's difficult also having anxiety and depression at the same time. Yeah, because on the one hand, you have depression that goes, I just want to die. And on the other hand, you have anxiety that goes, but what if you do? Whereas I also have ADHD, that's kind of fun. It makes me great at multitasking. For example, I can listen to someone and also ignore them. But it does make some everyday tasks difficult, like sex. Well, not every day. Makes some everyday tasks difficult. You can tell I was raised Protestant because I just called sex a task, as opposed to a joy of life. I mean, you do it and you complete it. Anyway, so it makes sex difficult because the mind wanders, and so sometimes a song will get stuck in my head. And I don't know about you, but I find it mighty difficult to bust a nut with Randy Newman's "You Got a Friend in Me" just kicking around up there. I suppose it was appropriate because I did. But, you know, I think, you know, a lot of us thought, here's a quick impression. This is Matthew McConaughey as a bailiff. All rise, all rise, all rise. Thank you. Here's another quick one. This is Robin Williams slowing down a horse he is riding. Whoa. And finally, Eddie Murphy about to sneeze. Okay. So it was just fun to do anyway. And then I really got into thinking, like I said, in 2020. Some of us thought so hard that we came out different genders by the end of lockdown. It was fascinating, you know. I am one of those they, he's, the Michael Jackson of genders. You know, the they-he's. So basically, you can call me a boy if you'd like, but it's kind of like in Jeopardy, when someone gives a response and then there's an uncomfortable silence. Like that one. And then Trebek says, the judges will allow it. It's like, you're not wrong, but you could be righter. I don't understand why people can't comprehend the notion of being non-binary, but they understand boxer briefs. Are they boxers? Are they brief? They're neither, they're both. Sometimes there's a fly, sometimes there's not. Are they supportive, emotionally? In 2020, I had an ex come out as a trans man, which is a really fun way to figure out you're bisexual. It was nice. I was like, oh, I don't have to deal with all that. I wouldn't know what to do with a dick. I feel like I would be like a cat batting at a toy. I don't, anyway. Or like a child, you know, with one of those punching clowns that keeps coming back up. I'm like, what is happening? Anyway, so, you know, and sometimes when someone tells you something new about themselves, there's a little, you know, instinctual pushback and hesitation, right? Even if it's something small, like, you know, I'm a hat guy now, and you're like, are you? And but what small hesitation I had was completely obliterated by the end of the conversation. Welcome. Thank you for being brave and sitting in the front row. Give it up for these two. Front row. What little hesitation I had about this person coming out to me as a trans man was completely obliterated because, you know, he starts explaining himself to me and he starts talking over me. Telling me shit I already know. And at the end was like, we should hook up again. And I was like, congrats, you were absolutely a man! 360 no-scope headshot, gender right in the face. Let's go show code red and yell at her mom. Jeez Louise. Oh boy. Heck. There's gotta be another joke around here somewhere. Thank you. Everybody. Give it a Coffee J Snacks. I have met you before. It's good to see you again. So I'm going to end on breaking the microphone stand again. And I did. You know? But I am going to end on a couple of quick characters, if you don't mind. Yeah, you mind, or yeah, you're enthusiastic? Okay, so here's a quick character. This is a man who has heard of beatboxing, but has never heard beatboxing, but is about to attempt it anyway. Oh yeah, you lay down your flow at any juncture, my man. It's just a horse now. Oh wow! Happy birthday, son. Thank you very much. Here's a quick impression. This is Andrew Garfield, having just been cast in the remake of Austin Powers.
Yeah, no, I gotta get my mojo back. Baby.
This next impression is that of Andrew Garfield. Having just received bad news, but he's just trying to power through it anyway.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, what? No, it's so okay. It's so much better that you told me. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you.
This final impression is that of Andrew Garfield. Having just received bad news, he's trying to power through it anyway, but he's doing his American accent.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, what? No, it's so okay. It's better that you told me. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you.
And I appreciate you listening to me. Thank you very much.